convert 4.8 dozens of donuts to donuts. Donuts. That's how I spell donuts. Okay? This one's a little bit easier to see, but it's exactly identical or analogous to this. This is 4.8 dozens of donuts times, and then we're going to have this right here, 1 dozen donuts, and then on top we're going to have 12 donuts. You see how it's the same phrasing? It's the same idea. You're taking this unit, dozens of donuts, and you're converting dozens of donuts into individual donuts.
So basically you're translating the word donut.
Exactly. You're translating the word mole here. All you're doing is translating. So it shouldn't be all that tricky. Just translating the word
like
mole.
other numbers also. This is what you think with the kilometers and miles and
Moles of kilometers, that sort of thing. This one is just easier. It's a multiplication problem. You're taking 3.8 times that. This one you're taking 4.8 times 12. And you'll get some sort of an answer right here. It's not all important that we calculate it. It's just more important right now that we set it up right.
I mean, you just sig figs for this too, right?
Yes. How many sig figs for this?
2.
2. Right. 2. What if I had something like this? I'm just going to throw some sig fig problems at you. How many sig figs now? 2. How many sig figs? What about this? 3. What about this?
2.
2. What about this?
Sorry, what?
3.
3. Right. What about this?
3.
What about this?
4.
What about this?
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Good. That's all the rules right there. We just answered all.
380 and the 0 on the end is
That's right. Now I'm going to do something kind of weird, and I'm going to start doing the rounding part. Where's the rounding? We got moles done, sig fig rounding. That's what we're going to do right now.
Wait, you know that whole problem that was really hard on the quiz?
Oh, I don't remember. Do you have it?
Yes, I think
But can you just, before we end,
miles of moles and
Oh, that's right. I did mole. Okay, that's right. I remember it now.
can you just do like before, not right now, but like one more of like the one with like the kilometer into miles, centimeters, inches.
Oh, I got it.
Sure. Yeah, I can do it. I remember it now.
I don't even know if I probably didn't get it.
Yes, I say how tall is 1.5 moles of cupcakes? Report your final answer in miles. So not only do you have to translate it into individual cupcakes, but then you have to see how many of those cupcakes go into, and then it says millimeters, and I made the millimeter. Oh my god, that was a hard question.
That was awfully mean.
That's mean. Okay, so let's do this one. Let's do it. Let's do an easier one than this, and you can make the conversions, the other conversions, a little bit later if you want to.
It's one hard because like, what if this is on the test?
No, this is too.
Is the test
I'll explain how you get to that, the final answer with this. But it's extra work that you don't need to. We don't need to spend our time doing that right now.
Yeah, that's not going to be on the test.
It might be.
No, I think no, it's going to be.
It could be on the test.
No, it's not going to be
Okay,
on
so-
the test. Okay.
So this is how it works. We take. Here's a problem. It says convert cupcakes to miles. And let's use different things than cupcakes. Let's say convert dinosaurs to miles. Okay, dinosaurs convert dinosaurs to miles. Okay, we have. How many dinosaurs do we have? Well, we have 0.0012 moles of dinosaurs. Okay, that's how many moles of dinosaurs. It's a lot of dinosaurs, even though it's a small number right here. These moles are such a huge number. So, convert that many into, and we know that one dinosaur, we know this already,
This is
it's
given.
so obvious, one dinosaur equals 0.02 miles.
What?
This is given.
Oh, you're just
I'm
making.
just-
He's making it up.
Yeah, I just made it up. I don't know. That's how many miles one dinosaur is. Hi. So it's a slightly easier conversion than we had in the quiz, because in the quiz, I gave you a different unit here that you had to change into the final unit over there. That's really mean. So let's do this one first. So let's convert that many moles of dinosaurs into miles. So first, we need to change this moles of dinosaurs into just plain dinosaurs. So into the number of dinosaurs that we're dealing with here. So we take that many moles of dinosaurs first. Moles of dinos. And we do what? We put what on the top or what on the bottom? Moles on the bottom. That's right. We put 1 mole of dinos on the bottom. We put 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd. Dinos on the top.
So then when you use the
0.02.
0.02.
That right there, that's where we use it. Now we've got moles of dinos, and we're going to use, oh, that's what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we've got dinos. We know that 1 dino is that many
Oh, so
miles.
put one down at the bottom and
Bingo.
uh,
And we put how many miles? We put 0.02 miles. So if we wanted to, I can make this more cumbersome and say, oh, but I didn't really mean miles. I meant centimeters. Oh, crap.
wait, then would you
So right now we have it in miles, and then you want us to go from miles to centimeters.
Yeah, so now you just take this. Let's just do this because it's fun now.
sorry.
Now we've got miles. We know how many miles are it. We can convert this now into meters. Kilometers, you mean? Yeah. Where does it say that? Oh, it's at the very top. Okay. 1 mile is how many kilometers?
Is 1.609344 kilometers.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's 1.609344 kilometers. Right. Now we can go from kilometers into smaller units. This is a heck of a problem. Kilometers now go into smaller units. Kilometers, we can change kilometers into our base units before we get into the centimeters.
Into
We have to do that.
Into
So the base units here are just meters.
We have to do that.
You have to do
I
that,
don't
otherwise
see
the
that.
conversion factors don't make sense.
What do we have to do?
Oh my god.
meters.
Meters will be in the middle. The base unit? Oh no, it doesn't even
Yeah,
have.
no, what is it?
So we'll go from kilometers, kilos, into regular meters, and then we'll go from regular meters
to centimeters.
into centimeters. Yeah. So here's the goal. We're going to go from kilometers into meters, and then from meters into centimeters. Okay?
Okay, so
Stay with me. This is going to take 20 seconds.
1,000
Ready?
meters.
And time me.
1,000 meters in 1 kilometer.
We've got 1
And then
meter
1
is bam. That's it. Less than 20 seconds. Okay. Check out your units now. We've got moles of dinos on the top, moles of dinos on the bottom. They cross off, as I already did. Then we got dinos on the top, dinos on the bottom. They cross off. We've got miles on the top, mile on the bottom. They cross off. We've got kilometers at the top, kilometers at the bottom. They cross off. And we got meters, and they cross off. So now we have centimeters.
Ooh.
That's how many dinos there are in centimeters.
Great.
That's it. That's the conversion. That's a really tough conversion because we have, first of all, we have this thing that we've never seen before. We've got moles because moles are confusing and it's hard to put them into conversions. And we also have English to metric, and we've got, oh my God, metric to metric in there. Yeah.
Why does kilometers have to go to the base unit and like not in other problems? Because in other problems like you can do just from like kilometers to centimeters.
Yeah. Okay. So the problem is when you go past the base unit. So for instance, if you go from like gigameters into micrometers, you're gonna pass through the base unit. Or actually any kind of conversion that you don't go into the base unit right away, you're gonna need to eventually go there. So if you go from, let's say, like gigameters into just plain meters, and that's your conversion, then it's just one step.
Yeah.
But if you go from gigameters into anything else, you're gonna need to somehow pass through the regular
What if
meters.
it's like from kilometers to like hectometers?
You still need to go back down to meters and then back up to hecto. Because those are the conversion factors that you have. They're all written down there for you. Now you can, if you want to, and you want to be risky, you can just move decimal places back according to King Henry or kangaroos hopping down mountains doing something. You can do all that stuff if you want to, but here is your conversion factors, and those things, those are a sure bet. It says one thing equals something else, and that way you can go and convert freely. All right. Yeah.
Two questions.
Sure.
So, for example, what if you put 1.0 down versus 0.02 miles? Would that be too significant?
This, oh my God, this right here is one significant figure. Check it out.
I have a question. When you get the answer, do you follow we're finding significant figures. Do you follow the 1 dinosaur equals 0.02 or the 0.0012? Because they're two different figures.
Oh, right. Okay, I see what you're saying. Oh, and I said before, I don't want to contradict myself, that these conversion factors right here that I give you, those things should have like infinite sig figs.
Oh,
Okay, so these will never limit your sig figs.
Oh, so I should.
So this one you should use. I just misspoke like a few seconds ago. You should not round it to one sig fig. You should instead round it to two sig figs, because that's what you start off with as a measurement. Okay, that's the thing that's going to limit your final answer. You're looking at me with a worried face. Are you okay?
Wait, so if all the things start with that answer?
Yes, you end with what you start with, right?
Yes.
Okay.
How should we practice like studying this?
This kind of stuff.
Yeah.
This is everything combined together.
Like the mold.
The moles.
So how do we study this? It's like math. Like how do you study?
We just have to practice. You have to get used to putting things in the right top and the bottom. On the website, you can practice this. A good way to do it is just to go to your quizzes, cover up the answer, and then see what the answer is. You could go into your workbook and try those again. They're just the same thing. This is just several steps, so you have to think a little bit further ahead. That's the only difference between this problem and the other problems, is that you just have the same skills. You're just kind of linking the skills together. Yeah.
I have one more question.
Sure.
What if, it's just a what if. What
Mhm.
if the answer was 2.325, and then I want two significant figures?
Yeah.
Can I just put 2300? Would that be
Say that again. So if you have the final, just say what if
yeah, what if
this answer is
2.325?
2.5,
Oh, wait,
and you want to round it to 3 sig figs?
2.
2 sig figs. Well, 2 sig figs is easy
Oh wait, no, would that be decimal?
without the
So,
oh, just 2,
Yeah.
3, 2, 5. Okay, and you want to round it to 2 sig figs? That's still easy. You just go right there and say, oh, well, this would be 2300.
do you have to?
That was what I was wondering.
Ah, yes, that's exactly what we were talking about before. That rounding thing. If this is only 2 sig figs, if this answer, let's say this answer right here, comes out to be this in your calculator, I'm not saying it is, I'm just saying if it is, then you, and this is a great question, then you'd have to round right after that 3. And you have to say, okay, after